make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in, guys. Y'all have been waiting for it. We're finally back. It's been a minute. Episode 31. Here we are kicking it off. We want to we want to say welcome back to our co-host Marshall for an extended vacation that he was on. Oh, hold on.
What's going on, fellas? What are we holding on for?
We got a surprise guest.
Uh-oh.
So what were you saying, Marshall? How was Disney?
Well, let me tell you this. if y'all don't believe the Chise is crazy, like if you're just like, hey, it's just a group text, go on a vacation and like check in on the group like periodically through your vacation.
Oh, God.
And you'll just be like, what is going on right now?
There was a lot that happened while you were gone.
Like, I'm not gonna go back and read 900 messages that were going. Every time you scroll up, you can't even get to where. I mean, I was just seeing like clips, just little sneak peeks or whatever. I'd see one message and be like, what the? And then I'd see Martin deleting messages, and I'm like, dude, what is going on right now?
Oh, yeah,
There was some drama, there was some chaos, there was some. I can't even describe.
Yeah.
If you don't believe it, just take a couple of weeks off and just check back. Just check once a day, just a random time in a day, and you'd be like, oh my god, I don't. Never mind, back out.
Yeah. So I assume. Oh, we have a special guest here, straight off his playoff win against the Jets. We have Lane.
First pod. Hang on, let me turn this TV down.
Well, Jake kind of sprung it on me, so I don't have an intro for you. So.
Nah, it's all right.
I didn't.
He kind of sprung it
2 hours ago.
He sprung it on me too.
He texted me 2 hours ago. Said, "Do you want to be on?" I was like, "I think I might can. Let me." And he said, "I'm about to get off work. I'll let you know." And then I got home, played the game, and then just saw the pod. I was like, "Oh crap! I was actually going to try to be on it." So here we are.
Here we are.
Clear up any.
Right now, so Lane might be able to help me, but as far as catching Marshall up on what all he missed,
we're trying to rewind. We're trying to rewind back to, I don't know. Let's just say that just how the season ended. Like,
well, Monty's done, right?
Well, I know.
Monty's gone.
That's kind of when I checked out. Like, I saw Monty. He got it. What Bryce got his Reggie pack.
Normal.
Pretty much, and then he called it at that point. He actually left, retired all. He did the whole nine.
I kind of checked in later, and then I got back last night, and I looked in the I looked at the members because I was like, did Jay leave? And I looked at the members, and I saw he left. But then now Jake's saying he's back, so I guess starting just how the season ended. I mean,
well. As
We'll
far as
see.
like week 18, like games that came down to it, as far as it meant something it didn't really mean nothing for Lane, but
it said Garrett and Jay.
Yeah, and Lane
But
and
I had to beat
Dandy.
Dandy Vikings first, and if I beat Vikings,
so Jay was
Jay,
streaming that game.
Yeah, then he would have had to beat Garrett, and he would have been in over Vikings. And Garrett.
Did you beat Dandy?
Yes,
I did. We actually had to play almost two full games because we went all the way to the end of the third quarter. I was up 11 points, and EA's been doing this thing lately where everybody's been getting kicked, and he got kicked from EA. Loaded up. He was like, "I want to play again." I was kind of a little disappointed. I didn't really want to play again, but also for Jay, I wanted to give him a chance. So.
And so did the Jay crash out come during the Jay Garrett game?
No, it came at the end of it.
All right, so
slowly, but it wasn't.
Take me through that.
It wasn't Garrett. Garrett's defense is always solid. And Jay was already kind of worried about. There's tiers in the league. Obviously, it's Devin, Matt,
me,
probably Skirms. But then there's a middle tier that's kind of pretty much wide open. I mean, like. I feel like I can lose to anybody. Garrett, I feel like can lose to pretty much anybody, but he can also beat anybody. I feel like he has beaten good players. I've never beat Matt or Devin, but I've beaten everybody else. I think. So Garrett, but Jay he's a new player, first season. So obviously, what is Jay gonna do? He likes to check downs. He likes to drag routes. Look, no, just like I do. I understand. I'm not that good, but I think what happened was he was just clamping him so hard, and it made him realize that he doesn't have as much experience as some of these guys. So he left. But then word on the street is I think Mark kind of talked to him, and he'll be all right. He just needs to play more. I mean, none of us put in a lot of time on the game. Jake, I know, like practices every night, but Marshall, I know, plays when he can, just like I do. So that was a joke, Jake, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey, you can't be come on here taking shots at the director.
I think
No,
it'd be weird if I came in
actually,
here.
we encourage all shots at Jake.
That's all right.
I think who was it that was on here that we were just tag teaming you, Jake?
Oh,
Devin.
excuse me. What,
Yeah,
was that a different podcast?
Me and Devin were just tag teaming Jake.
Was that a different podcast? Different channel?
Yeah.
Y'all were
We
just tag
actually
teaming them?
We actually streamed out. We had all the cameras on.
Oh Lord.
God, okay. No jumper.
No, I think so. The main, I guess, two real issues I think that hit Jay was one, just like the rest of us, he's super competitive.
Yeah, very
I
much so.
messaged him afterwards and I told him that I understand. We're all we've all been that way. We've all started to where we weren't where we were behind people and all that as far as on the game.
Excuse me?
It's just going to take him time. And then his other one, like he says it wasn't about Garrett, but Garrett was doing a lot of the same thing that Monty does, to where he moves around like 4 or 5 guys pre-snap. Now that's
Yeah,
nothing
but
against Garrett. I mean, that's just part of him setting up his defense.
But I talked to Garrett, and I realized now that I think Garrett was just switching players. I don't think he was making a lot of adjustments because I just played Garrett, and I know he makes adjustments like I would, man up a slot guy if I want to, or maybe man up a running back if you like. Like for me, if you're playing me, man up the running back. It'll cut out a lot of those checkdowns. It's just very simple. And I think he was doing stuff like that, but it looked like he was setting up a whole crazy defense, but I don't think he really was. I think Jay just okay. For instance, Garrett covered the flats, and then Jay threw a lot of picks. But bro, if you keep coming out in cover two, then get that receiver and do something with that outside receiver. And he just wasn't doing that though. He was looking for the
So
same
what
stuff.
caused the? That's what I'm saying. So he was Jay accused him of what?
Well, he
No,
didn't
Jay
really
was not
accuse
mad at
him.
G at all. It was just that was kind of like the tipping point. He was already a
Yeah.
little frustrated with some of the guys that he's not mad. He just knows that he has doesn't have enough time or experience to do that. But it's season one, and he's been honestly, other than like the Devons and Matts of the world, he's been one of the best rookies ever to come in here in season one, be 9-8 with a chance at the playoffs. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I
he
think it
put
was
it
just
on me.
tough. I
That
think it
was
was
like his coming up party. He had that. I can't remember who he played before me and got the win at the end. Man,
Probably the Vikings.
he just drugged me. I couldn't do anything with those receivers.
Well, it's like too that he's got to understand too that people are gonna like if you're doing the same thing pretty regularly, people are gonna figure it out to they're gonna find a way to
Absolutely.
shut it down.
Absolutely. I think that's the difference between good players and the elite players is being able to adjust. And with like for me, I can adjust, but I'm gonna make more mistakes as I adjust. And Matt and Devin are never gonna. Rarely they're gonna make a mistake. Um, but they can adjust. They can read the defense well. But I think what got Jay back is the understanding that like I said, like I know for me and Marshall, we don't play. I play every couple of days, and it's to play my game. But I've been doing this for like 6 years now, so I do know more than your probably average Madden player. But we're just normal pack in here because there's just elite guys who are just, and I don't even think they play a lot, but they've just been playing for a long time and are good at it. So I think he's be fine. He's good for the league. His stream thing last night. I called him. He called me yesterday about something about Madden, and then asking about like where to get lays for his Hawaii outfit or something. And then we ended up talking about. I was like,
Where
bro,
he get laid.
yeah, where to get
Lays.
laid for his Hawaii
Like
outfit.
the Hawaii.
But it turned into, bro, why don't you stream my screen, do a share play, and then you stream it, and then you can commentate the whole game because you need me to win, so it'd be fun for the league to have somebody to watch. I thought it was, I watched it on the side. It was very entertaining.
Yeah, it was. It was very entertaining. But like you said, I told Jay as well is that it's like either A, you're gonna get a lot more input just from playing your games, or B is watch. I don't know if he really watches others, but I know through the years, for some people, you catch up on like little things here and there that from somebody else or something, and then you kind of start to piece those things into your scheme.
Yeah, I don't tend to. I mean, not that I don't say I don't watch other streams, but unless it's like a game of the week that I like or something like that, I tend to not. But over the years, like you were saying, yeah, same thing. I'll catch like Devin and Matt or Devin and Matt and Rodney back in the day and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'd love to kind of see what those guys like to do in certain situations on defense or offense or whatever. So, but he hasn't been around long enough. It's the same thing. It just needs more time.
Yeah.
But he's got a good start. He's a lot better than I, dude. My first year, I think I won maybe 3 or 4 games in the whole like 4 or 5 seasons. I mean, remember Dre? I got dog walk 45-3 by Dre. So
I can't remember what Dre used to always say. He used to always say some wild stuff.
Dre,
That he did. That he did.
Dradio.
Dradio. Yeah, Dradio.
Yeah,
R.I.P. Dre.
Boys, I got a little bit of breaking news. I forgot that I was even supposed to mention this. So we have some little rankings for the end of the year rankings. So from Vegas, this is how it ended: 14 through 30, because 31 and 32 are going to be computer teams. So you had Carolina at 14, 9-8. You had Indy, the Colts, at 9-8 at 15. You had Honolulu Nighthawks 16, 9-8.
That's literally crazy.
Yeah. And it's not like, I don't think Jay joined at the very beginning of the season either. So he joined a little bit.
He was week 2 actually.
Oh, was it week 2?
See, this is how far I'm going out. Like, so Jay is Honolulu.
Yes.
Okay.
Supposedly,
I didn't even know he moved his team.
Yeah, he moved his team.
Yeah,
thinking about moving him again.
That's how much I've been on here.
So number 17's Tampa Bay at 8-9, 18's Baltimore at 8-9, 19's the Giants at 8-9, 20's the Titans 6-11, 21's KC 5-12, 22 shout out Unc San Francisco 5-12, 23 Miami 5-12, number 24 Marshall and the Saints 4-13. Number 25.
We coming back next season.
Philly 4-13.
Every Madden.
26 Chicago. 27 New England, another rookie. 28 Las Vegas is also a rookie. I missed Chicago is 26. They're a rookie as well. Jacksonville 29, also a rookie, and then you had Rip to the guess on the downward slope goat Monty.
Well, all right. Well, so I'm guessing that was the pretty much correlated with the finishing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Record. So go into my division real quick. I see Tim didn't make it. So how did that shake out? Is that Horace the Falcons?
Mm-hmm.
So how did that? Did that come down to a division game?
I think it did, because I think Horace beat Timothy at the end, either week 17, or it might have been week 18 even maybe.
Nah, Horace beat the crap out of Man on week 18.
Really? Oh.
And then he beat man, family abuse. Horace got both of them. And then Tim must have dropped a couple games or something. This is week 16 and Falcons and Eagles. So yeah, it must have been Tim to drop a couple. Yeah, he got whooped by Minnesota week 16. Yeah, let's see.
Can't sleep on Dandy, man.
Panthers. We got beat. Yeah, Mark beat him week 7. So yeah, he dropped the last couple games. That's a tough last couple games to finish the season with, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Who was week last game? Yeah. All right. Anyway, so I guess y'all just want to go through. I guess that's pretty much all the catching up, really.
We go over.
I know there was some other stuff that we don't want to bring back up just because it's already squashed. But I'm just gonna say there was some stuff I opened up. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking
This gotten to this point.
about. Anyways.
But I guess so you put it on G pretty good, and Rambo put it on horse pretty good. So, oh Jake, how did you? Hang on, what is?
Who's got music in the background?
I think my wife connected to the thing.
You hear the
What that was?
who's got music in the background?
Well, that was turning it off. Anyway, Jake, how'd you get up? Did you just turn it on there at the end of the season and get the number one seed?
Well, he owns Skirms, so
Mm.
he's literally Skirms' father.
I mean, that's y'all saying it, not me. So
You won that game, right? I didn't
yeah,
get to watch, but I thought I heard. Okay,
no, I did.
we
Who's
should go through
just
these
shamed?
matchups.
Actually, what happened was Skirms had the chance to get the number one seed because I lost to Devin, who
And
then
Skirms lost to. Oh yeah, you missed that. Marshall Skirms lost to Matt, and Matt played every backup except every backup on his team. He
yeah played every backup.
Skirm. I mean, Matt had all the backups.
Yeah,
every backup, quarterback through the kicker, dang near.
Huh.
Yeah, you had the bad news Browns out there working though.
But it was a good game. But Skirms just.
Oh dang! Oh, and I'm looking at yeah, you. So that was a week 16 you versus Rambo. That looked like a classic right there.
It was a pretty close game. I think I actually came back. I think I came
31
back
to
from
28.
behind. Yeah,
Mm.
I had to get the win, but
We can go through these playoff matchups. There's some good ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so okay, that's what I was gonna get to. So
Yeah.
I guess we could let's just start with the
well,
lower ones.
well, since we got Lane, let's just hear a little bit
Yeah,
about
you want
his
to
game.
recap that game real quick?
Oh,
I
boy.
mean, I tuned in and it looked like G was he had just threw the next touchdown and I think he missed a field goal which put him he was
Right
down
there at
8 I
half.
think.
Right there at half.
Yeah.
So
And then I before we get to it, I will say I don't have a problem with the "Let's Go Buffalo," but the stupid whistle thing. I don't know what it is. It is so annoying.
hang on, how does it go? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I mean, I don't really hear it, but I'm on home
It's not
team,
after
so.
a touchdown. It's like just after a first down or a sack or this. You can hear the crowd going, "Let's go Buffalo."
Really,
It's a whistle. I can't whistle, so.
you
But
can't whistle.
I'm like, man, if I anyway.
Well,
But
home
yeah,
field
it kind
advantage.
of.
So that's why beating Unk actually did mean a little bit to me because I think if I lost and Garrett won, we would have flipped, and he would have won the division, and we would have played, but we'd have played in New York. And that don't really bother me, but the playing in Buffalo is huge because, and I get the third, which means whoever I play next will most likely be, I think it's guaranteed it will be lower. So they'll have to come to Buffalo, which is hard. I mean, you saw Garrett miss that kick. It's because of the home field advantage. I don't know why it still does. I thought they got rid of that, but the game itself, man, we got kicked in the first, like late first quarter. I drove down the field. Garrett picked it off and was driving down the field, and then it kicked us. And then we ran it right back. I went down, scored first drive, stopped him, I think, and then actually was
It's like
on.
your pressure was getting to him, and then
Well,
he didn't really help him out a lot because every time I kind of looked down, it looked like he was kind of not running out of the pocket, but just kind of drifting right.
well, so that was late.
And then your
yeah,
guy
so,
would just be right there.
so that was kind of late. But what happened was I drove down the field after stopping him. So I was hoping in my head it was gonna be 14-0. It was 4th and 3, and then I roll out to the right and the uh, same thing I did last night where I roll out and make some dumb across the body throw and I throw a pick six last night and today. So Garrett is tied 7-7, but in my head I'm like, God, I gave it to him. I just gave him a touchdown. So get the ball back, score or whatever. Well, then second half where it was like 24-13, so he was down 11. Sorry, down 11. And then he gets ball. I think I stopped him. But what I started doing was you gotta make Garrett not run. You cannot let him start running the ball. So I was playing real aggressive on trying to just make sure his running back had somebody paying attention to him at all times. And then, honestly, God truth, I think Garrett was just already because he kind of says it, and I agree. But when you get kicked, you kind of lose, your train of thought. So getting back into a game, restart, and pretend like all that didn't happen. And he threw two
How
user
long
picks to
did y'all
me.
play before y'all got kicked?
It wasn't
just
very
like
long.
almost the whole first quarter. Yeah, it wasn't that long, but
What was the score?
0-0, I
Oh
think.
well, I mean that's yeah.
0-0, but he had a pick on me. Like he had kind of flustered me a little bit. But when he came back out, I had two user picks where I kind of was following a guy and then kind of went back and he threw the same
I
thing
saw the
twice.
lurk you had in the third. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, and then I actually did on that last drive he had on offense. I did start doing a corner blitz or like a nickel blitz because I felt like well I was being a little risky, but I was up a little bit, but I wanted the ball back. That's why the last touchdown I threw was when he quit was a deep ball. He was playing cover zero man coverage, and my guy in the slot it's like 96 speed, and so I didn't want to throw it. I wanted to run the ball and just kind of run it out, but I kind of was like, with Garrett, we have close games. I need to, if I can get a touchdown here, I'm done. I'm gonna start running clock, whatever. And I scored, and he texted me, he's like, I'm gonna concede, and so, but it really was a good game. I think he just had some rough luck, and then the picks just kind of buried him a little bit. And so it was a good one. We always have good ones, but he just threw a couple INTs and it kind of threw him off his game, I think. So
Well, moving on to the I mean, how much time we need to spend on Rams Falcons?
It started out as a good game, but Rams just have some would say a super team over there. They got
They're
abilities
tough, man. He put it on
everywhere.
me. He put it on me.
I mean, they literally have abilities everywhere.
Yeah, he ain't fun to play. And Lamar just makes some crazy throws too.
Right.
I remember when Lamar was like he could not throw. It was like 2 Maddens ago. He was X Factor, but he still, for some reason, he would just miss easy
Yeah.
throws. So, let's see. So the next probably no, we can't talk about. So Washington's getting a forced win, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's.
But funny thing about that, Washington cut his finger halfway off or whatever. Something happened with his finger, so his finger's
I did
all.
hear about the finger thing. I didn't know who they were talking about.
And
Yeah.
who's Washington? Oh, that's Josh.
Yeah, something happened with his finger. I don't know if he cut part of it off. If it's just
Josh, if you're listening, send a picture.
Actually, he sent one.
Oh, I don't know. Somebody find it.
While it was still bandaged,
it.
we didn't see the actual thing. So.
Oh, I want to see it.
I don't.
So, I guess we'll go to let's see. Let's go to Skirms and the Vikings. How we see that one playing out. Like you just said, you can't underestimate Dandy.
I mean, you can't, but
Skirms has got a team that he like. Skirms has the best team he's ever like. I think actually played with. Like he's had good teams, but dog receivers. Caleb Williams is dumb. They do everything he wants them to do. I watched him against Matt's first game. I really got to watch his like in a season or two. Dandy is going to throw picks, and Skirms is going to score. So if Dandy can figure it out and score a lot, it's going to be. Dandy would have to win 45-38, something like that, because Skirms is going to score, and I don't know if he can keep up.
Well,
plus Skirms user is always pretty solid too.
So we're going Skirms by 10.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Jake, you agree?
Yeah, probably for the most part. I've seen some games where not like I don't I've seen some games where Minnesota's given up some deep shot passes. So
well, and Skirms got the team to do the deep shot passes. So
yeah.
Because who's he got? Don't he have Jefferson? Who's his receivers now?
Jefferson, Odunze,
Rome.
And he's got.
Rome's got concrete feet though.
He's got N'Keal Harry at tight end.
Yeah, he had N'Keal Harry scoring a touchdown. I was like, is that N'Keal Harry?
Because N'Keal Harry actually a tight end in real life?
He is now, yeah.
But he was a receiver for his whole career for the first couple years.
He's a tight end now. I guess it's legal.
I don't know who his other receiver is right offhand.
I can't think of it either. He's got. I think they're all stars. I mean, superstars or X Factor.
Yeah. All right, going on to the other side, we got let's do Mark and who's
Darius.
Texans?
Hold that thought. I think it's Deontay Johnson, that receiver we're talking about.
Maybe.
For Skirms. But anyways, Darius and Mark. Oh boy. I think that's going to be.
I think Mark is I know it's technically not really an upset, but it's going to be he's the lower seed. I think Mark's defense just comes out and plays.
Jake, did I not?
Huh?
Did I not see that was a force win, Mark?
I don't think so.
I thought I saw something where it was like I'm out.
Because no, they're playing tomorrow night.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, you're
I
good.
saw that somewhere.
I think Mark. I think Mark's defense shows up, and I think it's a close one. I think Mark wins by under 7.
Think about Houston's
maybe
offense.
Maybe a touchdown victory.
I honestly
Houston's
think
offense is really solid though, and Mark's defense is very good, but Mark's offense and Darius' defense is the matchup to watch.
I think this is probably gonna be the game to watch of all the wild card games because
I think me and G was obviously before you see the score now, but that's a good one too.
Too bad it kicked y'all in the first game. I think the first game was probably gonna be the better one of the two, but
yeah, that sucks.
But as far as because Darius got into special territory because he's now the second team to beat Matt.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he beat Matt. I don't know which week it was, but it was one of the late weeks.
When you talk about Mark's offense, you're just talking about user because I'm looking at 93 overall Fields, 97 overall Brooks, and he's got CD, Tyreek.
His team is dumb.
Yeah, his team.
How did he get those receivers?
Traded for him.
Holy crap!
Sold to the devil. No, but everybody and we all know this, and Mark would agree. Mark is a defensive guy. He's got some of the best defense I've ever seen.
Mark also trades like all of his draft picks forever into the future too.
Doesn't matter. One of the best team builders I've ever seen. Period. Just like Garrett, but it is Mark's offense, not his players, but Mark's ability. And Darius's defense has not always been like just one of the best. That's going to be the matchup to watch because we all know that Darius' offense is very solid, and we all know Mark's defense is very solid. It could be a 10-7 game. It could be a I don't know. It's like Jake said. It's probably the game to watch because it's really a kind of a don't really know what's going to happen there. Probably the best matchup, like overall, that we have no clue what'll happen for me.
Yeah, wait. Was I on the room? Can y'all hear it in the background? Let me know when he shut the door. He's got it.
No, I can't hear it.
So okay, he's got Hendon Hooker, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's an X factor though, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, he's got like freaking 15, 90 plus players. Dumb.
Yep.
I'm sticking with my gut. I think Mark clutches it. I think I think Darius has a chance to win at the end, and Mark comes up with a pick.
If I have to make a pick, which I obviously will, Mark. You can't ever count Mark out.
I mean,
Jake, you in agreement?
Mark's got to break. He's got to snap this playoff drought that he's had.
He's not playing me, so he should.
Yeah, because the last 2 seasons, I think he's lost in the first round, right?
Yeah, he's gonna get to play at 7:00, ain't
he? Probably 9, but yeah.
Yeah, Mark makes such a big deal. He can't ever play before like 10:00.
But Mark does have a newborn, so.
All right, really, so Jake, you in agreement with us?
I don't know, man. It's
always
tough.
Gonna be one.
No, it's just tough.
It don't matter. It's already it's already a majority.
Well, I mean, like I said though, Mark's got to break the playoff losses at some point. So
it don't really matter what you say because it's 2-1. So.
That's fine. Just give me Mark. Damn it.
All right, so we're going Skirms by 10. I'm just gonna say Mark by
3.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 4. I'm gonna say Darius is gonna have to drive down, has to score a touchdown there at the end, run out of time, and ends up throwing a pick at the end. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good one.
And then the only other game we got Matt versus Phil. Phil got a chance.
Knee and spanks his ass, but no, he has no shot.
No shot. I think it's closer than everybody's gonna think. Obviously, Matt. I think you can't go against him in the first round.
The fact that he's having to play a first round, he's gonna be pissed off anyways.
Right.
I think Matt tries to go out and make a statement. I think it's gonna be at least a 2-touchdown game.
I will say
Matt's being generous.
What were you gonna say, Lane?
Well, I was going to say, I want Matt to lose extra because now looking at the bracket, if he wins, I have to play him next round, and I do not want to do that. I was hoping to have a sort of doable ride to the AFC Championship where then I would play Devin or Matt and lose. But now it's looking like second round exit to Matt for the third season in a row.
Yeah, because Devin will end up playing
He gets
the
the
winner
lowest.
of.
He gets
He'll
The
the
play
only
lowest.
way
Well, he'll
Devin
play
would
the
play,
winner of Mark and Darius,
but Devin would,
unless Phil wins.
yeah, Phil would go and play, and then I
Now,
would play.
the one thing I
Matt.
will say about Phil that would give him a chance to win was if he absolutely controls the clock.
Oh yeah, he'd have to. Maybe he gets lucky and his guys get to the quarterback, get a fumble recovery, maybe two hit stick fumbles or something like that, and he can control it by running. That's going to be his bread and butter right there. But if Matt makes him start airing it out,
Brees was hurt last time I played. I played Phil like 3 or 4 games ago, and Brees was hurt. So if Brees is out still, that's tough. Because he's a dog.
well,
So,
you know how the Madden gods work. You never know when that fumble's going to happen. It could be some stupid fumble.
I don't know, not for Matt.
I'm just talking about him, the fumbles against him.
Oh yeah.
So
What team is he, the
if Phil can get some lucky, maybe some. I don't know if he strips fumbles a lot.
Brees Hall's still out for 3 more
Brees
weeks.
is out for 3 more weeks. Yeah, hamstring tear. He's.
Who's his backup? Well, that's not that. Phil really don't need that great. I mean, he's still.
The Browns got quite a few injuries too.
Yeah, but Brees is different. Let's see.
Although I think most of them are
His
backups.
backup running back is Damian Pierce. Oh, he's an 87 overall still. He's an 89 speed, but he's still a tank. And he has Eckler. He used Eckler against me a lot.
Well, fix it.
Put
I
Browns, though.
think it's a 2-touchdown game. The only shot Phil's got is to get some lucky fumbles and control the clock. Like
Will
you said.
Shipley's an 89 speed? Where, motherfucker? Every
Yeah,
time
he
I
always
play
looks faster. He must have.
He
What's his
looks
acceleration?
so much faster. 91.
That's not even that. Oh.
What the hell? Okay, Marvin Mims at 92 speed is crazy because he's cooked my corners and they're way faster than that. But that's crazy. That's some Matt bullshit. Go figure.
But other than that, Jake, do you have a preference? It looks like you're gonna automatically be playing Washington, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like.
And then Rambo will be awaiting. Well, no, if Dandy wants to play Dandy.
Yeah.
So who would you rather play, Dandy or Washington?
It don't matter.
Oh, you're gonna put it on either one, huh?
No, it just doesn't matter. I don't really have a preference. I'm fine with either one.
But who do you think you'd win against? Who'd give you more trouble?
I don't know. I've played both of them in the regular season.
And how'd that go?
I beat both of them.
Don't be humble. Tell it like it is.
I mean, y'all are setting me up here. I'm already the number one hated guy in the Chise.
No, you're not. Phil's still in there. What are you talking
Nah.
about?
And then
And
I'm a very close second or third then.
You're easy to hate is the catch.
But
Because it's funny.
yeah, well, y'all set me up for things too. But no, I beat both of them with a backup quarterback.
Oh, golly, freaking burn.
And I ain't bragging about it. That's just facts.
Sounds a little bit like a brag.
I mean,
No, y'all kind of have.
You could have just said I beat both of them. Then you have to throw the backup quarterback.
You didn't have to throw the backup quarterback in there, but,
Backup quarterback in there kind of important, though.
That's what Dandy told me yesterday. He was like, halfway through the game, he was like, shaking my head. If I had Penix, it'd be different. Because he had Jake Browning. I didn't even know Penix was hurt.
Yeah, that was.
We need to go look at that. Is Penix still hurt?
That was so funny when Jay.
Nah, I think
Jay was like, "Who's Browning?"
Yeah, Jay, dude, and then Michael Mayer went out and he goes, Mac Mayer's out with an injury. I don't even know who that is. I was like, where'd you pull Mac from? It didn't even tell you his first name in the injury thing. Vikings, Penix is out another week. Oh, yeah, he's out one more week. He has no shot
damn,
at
that
it.
sucks.
So we're going to have to adjust our Skirms.
Skirms by 14.
So
21.
Let's just go 2 touchdowns for Skirms, 4 for Mark, and I'm going to do 21 for Matt. I'll do 20. I'll even it up.
You got to remember, Matt, in the playoffs, when he's beating the shit out of somebody, he's going to slow down because he don't want the attention of.
Oh yeah, you got
kicking his ass
sandbag
out.
kicked out. That's right.
Yeah, he beat me in the playoffs last year, 37-10, but it could have been 67-0 if he wanted it to be.
All right, I'm just say a 20-point victory. I think he gets up 14. Yeah. He gets up 14 in a second, and then he coasts.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see.
All right.
Maybe a fun
Well,
one.
you got anything else, Jake? This is just kind of been a catch-up pod.
It's just been
Go
catch
over
up.
the first round.
I'll try to stay on top of it, but I don't know how many people out in the game know. I mean, not that it matters, but
Out in the game, know what?
how many people in the Chise group know. But tax season's underway. So now some of us got to work.
Nothing to just rip off a quick little 20-minute episode.
Yeah.
True, but if I'm working until 8 and then get home at 9, I'm pretty much just wanting to go to bed at that point. But
Well,
don't.
we'll see. Maybe we just do one per round, and this round of advance is going to be when, tomorrow or the next day.
Well, it's playoffs, so you never really know.
Yeah,
probably tomorrow.
You never really know, but it sounds like the remaining games are all playing tomorrow.
Well, so you got a Forest there, you got a game here.
Yeah, 3 games
there and there. Yeah, it'll be done tomorrow, I'm sure.
Yeah, the only one I haven't heard about being scheduled is Matt and Phil.
Maybe we can hop on tomorrow. The work week picks back up. And,
I was gonna say we definitely should do one at least each round, and then we can have multiple guests for each of them.
Just in case I didn't know, Boston's whooping the dog shit out of the Lakers.
Yeah, and right when I put the bed in, they started pooping the bed.
Isn't that typically how it works?
Yeah, ordered my Luka jersey today though, so that's good.
You get that dark purple they got now?
Nah, I got the yellow one that he had on the press conference.
Oh yeah, it's clean.
Yeah.
All right, man.
The
LeBron UFC, boys.
Marshall's a Lakers fan now.
I would be.
Now,
The Mavericks.
day one.
Yeah. Okay.
Lakers till I die.
Oh my God, we're gonna watch the G League Mavericks over there.
Right.
They had 7 people in their lineup the other day that were
I don't know who put a curse on the Mavs, but dude,
I think Nico really sold the soul last year to get to the finals, and then now this is what's happening.
God,
Or
that's crazy.
I mean, ratings are up in the NBA like crazy right now, and so that's just saying.
Alrighty,
to make it dramatic.
All right, Dan. Well, Jake, take us out.
All right, guys. We appreciate everybody joining us for episode 31. We're out from here, so we'll catch you on episode 32. Pieces, guys. Deuces.
Pieces.
See ya.
I don't know. Shut up.